foundation, I don't know. It takes a little more than what you show, and that's yesterday. Yeah, yesterday.
Welcome to Everyone Knows Bobby Finn. Welcome to Bobby Finn Knows Everyone. We are part of the Pulltab Sports family. Along with me again today, my co-host Tom Lord. How are you?
Hey, good to see you. I'm doing well. How you doing?
Yeah, just laughing at me screwing up the intro again.
We're gonna like pop in the intros that you've screwed up over the days.
It's everyone.
Yep, it's Everyone Knows Bobby Finn, or Bobby Finn Knows Everyone. You've said it in multiple ways, and it's awesome, and I laugh every time, and producers laugh every time, and it's awesome.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. So what's going on?
I don't know what's going on. It's Minnesota winter, and when I was talking to, I hang out with the people that own Pulltab Sports, because I don't know if you know them, but I do, and I'm pretty cool. But we got some weather this week, and it was snowy, and Tommy Garrity says, "Man, you know what I love? I love it when it snows. I feel like drinking. Should we go out and drinking tonight?" And I was like, "Why?" He's like, "Because I love it when it snows. When it snows, I feel like drinking." And I was like, "Yeah, I do too." Right? Do you?
I do too.
I do too.
It's like snow day. Let's go.
Right. And he's like, "You know what else? I love it. I love it when it rains. I feel like drinking when it rains too. Should we go out drinking when it rains?"
Nothing else to do.
Right. Is that it?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's raining. It's kind of like somber.
Right.
If you can smile all the time, right?
Well, he also said, "I feel like drinking when it's sunny." I go, "When it's sunny, I feel like drinking. When it's raining, I feel like drinking. When it's a snowstorm, I feel like drinking."
So when doesn't he feel like drinking?
I don't know. I feel like maybe when it's overcast, maybe when it's foggy, When it's foggy, you don't want to be drinking when it's foggy.
Don't want to drink. You get all, you don't know what's going on at that point.
There are times I feel the same way. It's like, I think it's because you want to hang out and just like, got nowhere to go. You got no responsibilities. You're like, I'm gonna hang here and have some cocktails, and it's gonna be good, and it's just chill.
I think it's a really good excuse just to enjoy the night.
Right.
And the day could be the day.
I got nowhere to go. I have nothing I have to do. I'm just going to hang here and have some drinks.
Yeah. I heard it's supposed to snow in the morning. Want to take off?
We should get going. We should have a cocktail. Cheers to us.
Cheers.
Got to have a sip.
But yeah.
I hear you. But the other thing we're talking about this week is you had a really good take on these sports anomalies. And I didn't understand at first. You're texting me like, "Hey, what do you think of this? What do you think of that?" And I was like, "What are you talking about right now?" And
sweetness.
When you said it, I was like, that is so true.
Yeah.
So you got a great take.
Walter Payton, he's one of the all-time leading rushers, and he was the all-time for a long time. But I heard he had an extra 1,000 yards just because when he got tackled, he'd put the ball a yard in front of him. He would reach out with his arm and put a ball in front of him. So he got an extra 1,000 yards. I mean, Jesus. I mean, that's a whole season for
just from reaching the ball out.
Yeah, just for reaching the ball, because he played for probably 15 years.
As many games as he played, it probably did him a lot of good.
Yeah, even if he got away with it 5 times.
It was 1,000 yards though.
I'm not a mathematician, but that's what I heard. I mean, people make up a lot of crazy shit, right? So you never know what it's really true or not true, but. I mean, one of the other my hero from my life is Wayne Gretzky.
Right.
Everybody in hockey has always heard of the Gretzky assist, where he's sitting on the bench, and he gets an assist.
They just added him in. Check that.
Get Gretzky an assist. Check it.
I've heard the same thing with like, God, what was it? Was it a local team that just like anytime they played like Parisi? I think it was Parisi. I always wanted the extra assist. Like, Parisi gets that assist. Parisi gets that assist. I don't know, hometown guy. I'd cheer for him, but how about this? How about Cal Ripken? So most games played ever. Crazy. Did that hurt him in the long run? Because you're not reaching the ball out when you're a baseball player. You're actually hoping for less at bats because you can keep your average high.
It depends if you get hits or not, right?
Well, right.
You go 0 for 4, you can't wait to get back in that batter's box. But yeah, it has to take its toll on you, right? If you're playing every day, every single day, it's got to take its toll.
For sure.
But I mean, how about that? Can you imagine being? I can't remember the guy's name when you say that, but who replaced him when he broke his streak? Like when you're looking at the lineup, it might
no idea.
Might play in shortstop or second base or maybe left field or DH, and then next thing you know, you're playing for Cal Ripken.
No idea.
You're probably hated. Like you were the guy that replaced him. Maybe not hated, but that's it. I mean, he broke. I mean, I don't think that record will ever be broke.
Ryan Miner replaced him. He played just one game in the field. Yeah, that's insane. I don't know. I would not.
God, Ryan Miner. That sounds familiar.
I don't know. That's what it
Texas
says.
A&M.
Mm-hmm. Miner started at first base. No, I don't know. It says first base. I don't know. How about this one? How about the guy? So I looked at. So you're talking about that one day, right? Like, oh, these crazy anomalies with sports and reaching the ball out. And I was like, what other crazy anomalies are there? Did you know there's a guy who played Major League Baseball who has an ERA that is infinite? It's not even like 50 or 100. It is literally infinite.
So he never got anybody out.
He never got anybody out. He played one inning in Major League Baseball, and he has the way they tally ERAs, it is infinite. And you know what else? The guy's from Minnesota.
Oh my God.
Go.
No way.
Yeah, boy. Yes.
What?
Dude, his name is Doc Hammond. And there's Doc Gooden, and then there's Doc Hammond. And this guy, he faced 7 batters. This was like the 20s, I believe. He faced 7 batters. He gave up 3 hits, 3 walks. He hit a batter. He had a wild pitch. And he had an infinite ERA. Dude, and he never got back in the big leagues. He's from New Ulm, Minnesota.
They had to call him and say, hey, Doc, can you get down here? Jimmy just hurt his arm. We don't have another pitcher, Doc. Can you go in, please? And he did everything he can, right? I mean, it has to be.
He never recorded it out. God, that poor. Their family's probably listening to our pod right now. We're huge.
You know, we're huge down there in beer country.
New Ulm for sure. And he dude never got it out. I feel kind of bad for him, but like,
hey, that's I mean, if anybody's doing Wikipedia right now and they look for something like that, if Doc didn't do that, he wouldn't be on there. So good for Doc.
Yeah,
here's the Doc.
Here's the Doc. Here's the Doc. We should have somebody from Doc's family on the pod to talk about old Doc.
We should.
He's probably a legend in New Ulm. Like, God, this guy made it to the bigs.
Made it to the bigs, and he's got a record that will stand in infamy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, nobody's ever going to break that.
No.
It's like the 109-yard return or the 99-yard touchdown. Nobody's ever going to break Doc's record.
No, never.
I mean, it's incredible.
What's the deal with who's the Chicago Bears kickoff specialist? Was not recently? No, well, like Devin Hester.
That'll boy.
Isn't he the guy he's the only guy who won an MVP as a special teams player?
He did?
Yep.
No way. He won the MVP?
He's something. I'm gonna look him up.
Well, Cordell Patterson just like set a record for kick returns. And I mean, it seems like he's only played a little bit. I mean, he's broken every record right now for touchdowns.
Yeah. Cordell, what happened? He was one of us. Freaking let him go. We didn't need him. We couldn't figure out he could be a running back. Yeah, dude. I hear you. Okay, so I got another thing. Tom Brady has won 7 Super Bowls. There's been a lot of chatter lately about how not his old head coach, but his old coach, Josh McDaniels, straight up was having his buddy film practices of the other team. And I don't know, 7 Super Bowls, Patriots freaking straight. I know you love dynasties, right? You're like, why not cheer for a dynasty? You've said this in the past. Why not cheer for a dynasty? There's a dude who went on a podcast. It was called the I Am an Athlete podcast. He was a linebacker for the Broncos, DJ Williams. And he goes on and he told this story about how they're winning. They're 6-0 for the Broncos. All of a sudden, their video guy, who is Josh McDaniels' buddy, got caught filming practices.
Oh my God.
And this was, this came out earlier in the year, and they went 8-8 after that. Josh McDaniels gets canned, and no one says a thing after that. How does the NFL not say a thing after that?
I don't know. That's bullshit.
It's absolute bullshit. And that just shows like there's so much cheating and bullshit that goes on in sports. It's unbelievable.
That's why you got to, anytime the coordinator's calling a play in, they don't want a lip reader freaking stealing their plays. So they put something up in front of their face so they can't see it. But I mean, it goes to every sport. If you know it's coming, how easy is it? Or how much easier, I should say.
Oh, absolutely. The guys on the podcast, he's like, coach will be like, here's what's going to happen. He's going to do a 3-step drop. You're going to turn around. If you don't turn around, and within like 3 seconds, that ball's going to hit you in the back of the helmet. If you turn around before that, you're going to catch that and you're going to have an interception. And he goes, dude, it happened every time. And he's like, I'm not even kidding. And then the next day, the guy gets fired because he got caught filming other teams' practices. And then we go another game. They won, and then the NFL comes out and says, "Hey, you're busted for filming practices." McDaniels gets fired. They go 8-8, and no one talks about it. No one says anything.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Another, you heard it first here on the Bobby Finn Knows Everyone podcast. Not the Everyone Knows Bobby Finn podcast, but the Bobby Finn Knows Everyone podcast.
Yeah. We're going to do a 6 degrees of separation at that point sometime, right?
Yeah, we definitely should. So Steve Sarnecchia is the dude who, okay, here you go. Here's the Vikings connection. No, he's the guy who got busted. He's the film guy. He's McDaniel's buddy who was filming things. And guess who he works for now? The Jets, who we play this week from the Vikings.
Well, I'm taking freaking the Jets then.
Yeah, he's the chief of staff for the Jets. I don't know what chief of staff means.
How could you get that position after you've been busted like that?
Because I don't care. Win games.
Oh, if you're an owner,
he's got 7 Super Bowls. You know,
if you're an owner of an opposite team, you got to care,
right?
I mean, god damn. I mean, when there's smoke, there's fire usually, right?
Well, right. And how does that not I don't know. We're in the middle of cancel culture, and I'm not for it, but I think that dude should get canceled.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
It is, because God, it literally makes me think Patriots are all a bunch of cheaters. I mean, Spygate was a Patriots thing. Deflategate.
I mean, how about
Giselle Gate?
Ooh. So, dude, how mad are the Buccaneers fans at Giselle right now?
Dude, it's insane.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm surprised about that. All of a sudden, she's just up and out. They were just loving each other like a year ago, months ago, and then he decides to go back to football, and she's like, "I'm out." And it's not that
she's with somebody else now. I think. Already.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not that they are going to get divorced. It's that they were. Nope, it's happened. They're divorced. That's when the news came out. No, there's trouble. It was, we're done.
Does he go back to Bridget Moynihan?
What?
Hello?
Bridget Moynihan.
Oh, she's a smoke show. She's way better than Giselle.
Really?
Oh, gosh, yeah. That girl from Blue Bloods?
I don't know. I don't know this show.
She's hot. Way hotter. And he has a kid with her before Giselle.
How many kids did they have together, do you think?
I have no idea. 17? I have no idea.
17.
Why not keep having kids and you get that breed material, you know?
God.
Bring it.
Yeah, I don't buy it. I don't buy how skinny he is either. I think there's something going on.
What about Kirkle?
Well, Kirkle who?
Cousins. Kirkle.
He's skinny?
Didn't you see him on the plane with the chains?
He's ripped. He's got the six pack. That's good. He's a star, man.
Oh, gosh.
I love it.
It's so funny and awkward to see such a different dude have that kind of,
different dude, aka dorky dude. I'm a dorky dude too.
I know,
I think it's cool.
I think it's great.
All these dudes are getting behind him, and they're his guy. And that's what makes a good team. They're all in it 100% together.
Agree.
Yeah,
that is exactly what.
They're not selling him out. They're not. This guy's a dork. He can't throw the ball. He sucks. He can't win money. They're like, he's our guy. And we're making this dork our guy.
100% with you. It's becoming a team, and that's overcoming everybody's insecurities or faults or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah.
Becoming a team, protecting each other, and being, just a family, really.
Right.
God, I mean, in 3 months, Kevin O'Connell has somehow turned this team into a family. Are they good? That remains to be seen. But right now, gosh, it seemed like they're having so much damn fun.
I agree. I think that I really like them. I've been texting my dad like they're gonna go to the Super Bowl and have BSing, but
We've never got lucky like this.
we haven't got lucky.
We lose every close game.
Yeah, now
always.
we're winning all the close games.
Right.
We just don't have D. We don't have
a
D
kicker.
backs.
We need a kicker.
All right, let me do this. I know we've got some surprise guests coming in real soon. But before we do, let's talk about Jimmy's salad dressings and dips because it's definitely dip season. They've got the hat trick of vegetable dips with ranch, spinach, dill. Big ranch fan. The spinach, though, also great. It's got a little touch of onions. It's got water chestnuts in there. Gives you a little bit of zing, and it's the perfect amount of crunch. I love water chestnuts. Jimmy's is great. And there's one other thing. They got this secret sauce. A lot of people don't know about. It's like going to McDonald's and ordering off the secret menu. It's called Jimmy's Holy Smoke. And it's Jimmy's Holy Smoke, smoky dip and spread, which, yes, you can dip veggies in it, but it also goes way beyond just a dip. You can put it on sandwiches. You can put it on burgers. You can put it on chicken fingers. You name it. It's awesome. And the great thing about Jimmy's dips and salad dressings is you can find it at Cub Foods because Cub Foods rocks and they should support our podcast because they support our sponsors of the podcast.
It should.
It's in the veggie aisle. And when I go into Cub, you take a right, boom, you grab your veggies, you grab your veggie dip. It's awesome. They're a locally owned Minnesota company that you should support. And they're not a big national conglomerate. They're locally owned right here in Stewartville, Minnesota. Hey, Jimmy's.
Who broke my headset?
Oh, what's happening here? We got a crew. Uh-oh, what's going on? I feel like
don't be messing with the dressing.
Don't be messing with the dressing. So I just like to. This is a big clubhouse here at Pulltab Sports.
We just got invaded. I don't know who they think they are, Tom.
I think they're shit-faced, dude. Yeah. I think they're hammered down.
Jeez. I mean, they have a spot in about, 20, 30 minutes from now. They show up a half hour early just because they got a new podcast. It's supposed to be, Danny Ehrman, Nate Maurer, and, there's another Maurer that supposedly can't do it because I don't know why, but he just, he's all, hey, keep me out of everything. I don't know. But they got a good new podcast starting. It's called the 99 Percenters. And,
all right.
Let me introduce, Danny Ehrman was on our pod earlier. So, Danny, how you doing, bud?
Yeah, thanks for having us.
No, we didn't want you, but thanks for coming.
We met at a secret location before we came here, and we said, these guys are taking our 7 o'clock airtime. We got to go take it back. No, we're super excited. Yeah, we got a cool podcast. Listen up. Thanks for having us. We got Nate Dogg with 1G. He's not the real rapper. It's Nate Dogg 1G.
Regulators.
It's the motherfucking energy. I love it. My God, what's going on here, buddy? I feel like we've just we have Ehrman on once, and all of a sudden now he's got his own.
He's
show.
the first guy that's been on here twice.
Yep, I told these guys.
Lucky.
It's like Usher discovering Bieber. Like, that's our guys right there.
The Biebs.
Rumor has it that Bobby's mom should be on here twice.
Oh, I heard that's the one that is blowing all the followers. I think we got 12 followers out of that one.
Well, we seen him at the door. We were like, this has got to be the place. There's several people outside waiting to get in.
Are you a dirty East Sider as well? It's like Bobby Finn?
Yeah, straight East Side.
Oh, yeah.
Even though it's, North St. Paul where I grew up, but it's East Side of St. Paul. I've never really understood where it came from. But
right.
North St. Paul, East Sider, mom and dad, Johnson Harding. So, yeah, we got that East Side blood in me. And,
oh, God, the East Side blowing up in here.
Diggs was on here previously, and I told him Nate's going to be on here. You go, oh, Nate, my Nate.
I got a quick question for Nate. Did you ride the Maurer train all the way,
I pretty much started the Maurer train. There's a lot of followers that came behind. I pretty much built this thing up. It was an easy ride for all my cousins and everybody else. I built that shit.
He's the Maurer conductor.
Yeah.
Is what he is.
Oh, yeah. He's in the front of the train.
The train conductor.
Right?
Let's go.
Yeah.
I went to St. Pascal's for half a kindergarten.
So I still can't believe
I'm a true East Sider.
Yeah.
Right?
What happened?
I moved out. I moved to the burbs. I suck.
The burbs.
Yeah, I suck. I hear you.
So what else going on?
Okay, I wanted to ask you guys. Okay, we talked a little earlier in the pod about cheating and scandals. What do you think about World Cup soccer? Okay, because it's taken the world by storm always, but my God, 1 goal, 1 zip, U.S. wins, and you got all this drama, and Qatar's hosting it. They've never hosted. They never have a team that qualified before, and they're hosting, and people are going crazy about it, but I'm just like, dude, how it's kind of lame. It's like, I'm a sports fan, right? And I'm competitive, and I'm like, oh, let's go, U.S., let's go. And they have like 5 shots, bro. That's it. What do you guys think? Are you down, or are you like, am I poking a bear here?
I'll pass this to Nate first.
Well, I sat down and watched what was it? I don't even know who was playing. Somebody against Poland, and they're supposed to be the top team, whatever it was. And I was watching it with my 3 buddies from Guatemala, my other guys from El Salvador that work with me, and I said, "What is so exciting about this?" Like, I think there was 36 games, and there's 92 goals scored. And I mean, I can see why they celebrate a goal for about 7 minutes, because you don't see another freaking goal the rest of the game. And then the 0-0 tie bullshit, that's other stuff that I don't. I mean, soccer, I think it's one of those things you kind of do for entertainment. You like to support when it's, the USA, but otherwise I think it's more political than anything, the soccer stance, but it gives people to watch. And, but yeah, I can't get into it.
So I lived in Europe for 7 years.
Oh yeah.
So I've
Here
been
we
to
go.
Champions League's games, and like when you're there, it's like that NASCAR thing. All of a sudden, you're hooked.
Yeah.
Right. Was never a soccer fan, but being over there, seeing it, and like it's the #1 sport in the world, boys.
Yeah, I know.
Here,
It is.
my favorite part about soccer is when somebody gets hurt and they run out with the spray and they spray their ankle, and all of a sudden it goes from broken to like, I'm ready to go again. That's my favorite part about soccer.
They didn't do that to you when you were playing over there? When you had the flame helmet on? They're like,
We should start selling that shit.
yeah,
Over
no
here.
doubt. It's
Yeah.
like a complete broken leg healer.
I mean, it drives me fucking nuts, though, to be an athlete, to see these freaking clowns.
How about the dives and the falls and the injuries we talked about with the guys with the spray? But there must be 30 a game. More of fake injuries? It's embarrassing.
Well, it's not, though. For the rest of the world, it's not embarrassing.
It's awful. I'm just like, dude, you're faking every freaking
I think
play.
you should get punched. There should be a second ref that you can just go punch somebody in the face every time they fake. Stop faking. Screw you.
Well, I think they need
Yeah.
a power play, right? Give them a 5-minute power play. Take the guy at the field. If you're that hurt, like my dad told me, if I got to come on the ice and get you, then you're done for the game.
That's it.
You get up and make
the choice.
the
If you're that
choice.
hurt, then you can't go back out.
You hurt or you're injured, right? I mean, you got that choice. And these guys, and why is the play clock in the referee's pocket and no one knows what the freaking time is? I mean, it cracks me up. Like,
corrupt, bro.
I don't know. What's the one guy in the whole world knows when that game's gonna happen? And it's this guy out, and the guy running around. He's like,
He's looking.
and you're like, are you kidding me? Like, that's the guy that's gonna tell me when this game's over.
The broadcasters are like, it's the 97th minute. I don't know what's happening.
Injury time, 12 minutes. Like, the guy's got the other team needs him to score.
He's
Like,
got
Dude,
two
it's so
red
corrupt.
There's
I know,
a
you're like-
red dot on his forehead. He's like, no, it's not over yet.
It's so corrupt, but I'm sure every other country's like, no, this is the best sport ever. Everybody just get in line. It's going to be great. Dude, it's so corrupt. I hate it.
The one sport I can't stand, the one rule that I wish would change is basketball. How can you get in trouble and they make a great defensive play on you and you can call a timeout? Like, it blows my mind that they got you stuck in the corner and you're like, timeout. We didn't know you were going to do that. Like, we didn't know you were going to do that, so we want to switch the play up here. Like, no other sport, you get to call a timeout. They're like,
Right.
you got a breakaway on a 2-on-1. You're like, no. This D-man's like, timeout. Like, I've never understood. Like, NBA, like, they could call timeouts, and they got about 16 of them.
God.
That's great. Yeah. I don't think when somebody wrote the rules the beginning, they didn't expect that kind of shit, right?
No.
I mean, they had no idea how exploited they'd get with some of the rules. And that's a lot of different sports, right?
Well, who's the guy that's famous? Who's the guy from Michigan that called the timeout, but they didn't have
Chris Webber.
Chris Webber. Everybody remembers it. Well, you shouldn't be able to call a timeout and change the damn
There's
thing.
no
anyways.
timeouts, yeah.
Well, he didn't get rewarded for that though. He was.
I know, but he knew there was he's so used to calling a timeout when you screw up or you want to make a play. It's like,
he was an athletic person, and I'm not sure how intelligent he was.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I don't get it. Like, you're going to go to the huddle and coach he gets to go draw up a play. It's like, these are professional athletes. They should be able to figure it out on the go. You know, and it just always bugs me. Like, oh, he's going to call it time.
Okay, speaking of Chris Webber, so we got this podcast coming out called 90%ers. Chris Webber got fucked. He should be on our podcast.
He would, because there should be 6 timeouts.
Well, I mean, maybe somebody told him to call a timeout. We don't know the story. Maybe we'll
No,
Dude, that
let's
whole
have Chris
team
Webber in.
got fucked. They were, oh my God, they were
How'd they
so
get fucked?
good.
We might
Oh yeah,
be-
the Fab Five.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
there might
I
be
think it's
some
a
behind.
fan.
There might be some behind the rock there that we could get on the pod.
Well, that's what I think. Like, you talk to a story like Chris Webber and the 99%ers. What we're going to do is let an average Joe tell his story about whatever it is, right? It could have been in high school. It could have been in middle school. Sports didn't make a team. A coach did. There's a bubble player. Like, we don't want to hear Chris Webber's politically correct statement. We want some emotion, something that it happened 30 years ago, and then we get to listen to it.
We want Chris.
Now.
You guys want Chris Webber's nemesis.
Yeah.
That he
Bobby Hurley?
Yeah.
Is that Bobby Hurley?
Yeah.
could be. You want yes.
We
you
want the
want.
guy that put 35 up that night and was going for the national title, and Chris Webber called the timeout.
Yeah.
That's who we want.
Screw his contract up.
Yes.
He had money on it.
Yeah.
God. Okay, real quick. Let me talk. So you guys are all in sports, right? Let me talk real quick about Joe Mama Salsa, because you guys all like Joe Mama's Salsa, and I'll tell you why. Because they support local communities. They give back. If you have a team and you're a manager, you're a coach, you're into sports, Joe Mama's will give you 50% back to your team. All you got to do is send them an email to fundraising@joemamas.com. You tell them you heard about the Bobby Finn Knows Everyone podcast, not the Everyone Knows Bobby Finn podcast.
Fuck you.
You tell them Bobby Finn Knows Everyone podcast, and you get salsas. You can sell them. It's a lot like, selling pizzas around for your team. And Joe Mama's is awesome. They're a locally owned company. And I'll tell you what, there's a lot of salsas to choose from when you're out there. But Joe Mama's just hits different, Bobby. And I know I have it sitting around your kitchen island. We have some Joe Mamas. And what do you always pull out?
Mango habanero.
A mango habanero. I'll tell you why, because it hits a little bit sweet and then it finishes with a kick, and it's real good. You keep dipping them chips in. You can get that Cub Foods. It comes in 5 flavors. Bobby's favorite flavor, mango habanero, but it also comes in roasted garlic. They've got mild. They got hot. It's delicious. It's awesome. They come from a great company, great family in Cottage Grove. It's made here in the cities, and they support local teams, right?
good
They
guys,
support
man.
local sports, and they are the official salsa of hockey, but they also support basketball, football, baseball, you name it. You can sell all the salsas you want, and you get 50% back to your teams. Just email fundraising@joemamas.com. Right on, baby.
Right off.
Right on, baby. All right. Do we need to talk more about? I got a question. Beth from Yellowstone, hot or not?
Not.
Oh, here we go. People are like, our circles are like, man, Beth, man, you see Beth? She's freaking smoking. I go, she's weird looking,
Yeah.
bro. She's weird looking, but
I know,
everybody
God.
loves her.
When
'cause
she
she's-
walked out of that
Yeah, but
tub the
she's-
first time.
Don't you feel like
Yeah.
there's jersey chasers, right?
Yeah,
Like, a
yeah.
guy doesn't look that great, but plays professional hockey, base, whatever it is, right? And you'll go after it. She has that attitude where maybe she's a 4, but she's probably like her looks maybe a 4 or 5. But the way she is,
Confidence?
she's bangable. She's an 8, 9. Like, we're getting after it. You know what I mean? Like, you got to get after that, and you can find out if you're a man.
I wouldn't
You know,
say
yeah,
Beth. I wouldn't say Beth's a 4. I mean, like, she's a 7.
Well, what do you think you are? You're big Mac daddy on town. Like, you only take 8s and 9s, like 7. I think you should be happy with that shit. I mean, Jesus. I mean, what do you guys think of him? What do you rate him?
No. Go back.
What do we got?
No.
Freaking grinder?
We're not rating each other right now. We're going back to his
hot or
original
not?
question.
Ready, go. One, 2, 3.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It's their podcast. What do they
What
want
do you
to do?
think about Beth?
I think she's weird looking. I do. And I think she's got weird, like, injectable lips that are just like, are those your real lips or are those your fake lips? I think you're totally right. Confidence. She's badass. She swears a lot. She tells people off at the bar. Everybody's like, oh my God, I love it. She's super confident. But she's got a good body, but she's weird. She's like put together.
Is she a butterface?
She's a butterface.
You don't
Why?
know, who she is?
Well, I
No,
think
I know
think
she
you
is.
like in the movie. I think you get used to her though, because that building blew up, and then she has the scars and all the stuff.
Yeah.
So how much is really on her, makeup wise, whatever, and they made her, make her into kind of a.
That didn't
drunk
really
like
happen.
It didn't happen.
She's a boozer too. I mean, guys like boozers, right? Guys like the drinking.
Guys like the drinkers.
I do think
Get a little
though,
freaky.
if you went on a date with her, Tom,
Yeah.
like you guys go back to your place.
I'm married, by the way.
No, I know. I'm just saying 25
Hypothetically speaking.
Yeah, hypothetically. I do think that she's taking your pants off. You're not taking hers off.
She's tearing you down.
Yeah.
She's tearing
Then
you
I
down.
think that turns her from a 6.5 to an 8 because it's like, what do you?
Do you? I mean, that's the
think
way
that's
you
the
go.
thing?
Do you like when girls do that to you, or do you?
No,
you
I'm
wanna be the
taking
guy?
now. No, but I'm saying though,
I
is
think
guys,
that's-
You want to be
that
the guy, or
pushes
do you?
it up a butt. That pushes up a notch.
People talk about Beth, how she's so hot. It's her personality and what she does in the show.
I think she's fucking nuts, but I think she's crazy.
You're nuts. You're
Some-
crazy.
some
I
people
know we
like
can't
that.
have two crazies.
Crazy hot matrix.
Crazy
hot matrix.
That's such a fucking good one. Oh my god, that's such. Have you guys seen that one?
No.
Oh
Nate,
my god.
what?
I'm not a
It is
sci-fi
so
guy.
You would love Crazy Hot
Holy
Matrix.
shit, it's so good.
We're gonna post
Yes,
it. We'll
we
put it
will
on our
post it.
Instagram.
What's the
our-
other one?
our
Crazy
Facebook.
Hot Asians? Isn't that a movie?
No, it's the Matrix.
Oh,
Crazy
the
Hot-
Matrix?
Crazy Hot Asians should be a chart.
We're not sci-fi.
Yeah.
guys.
It's chart, but it's
I was gonna say I got.
Great.
No, it's Crazy Rich Asians, isn't it? Is that what it is?
yes, it's Crazy Rich Asians.
I know that slot machine. I haven't seen the movie. I know the slot machine. That's pretty.
Yeah,
I can't wait to do a podcast on it, Circa.
Oh yeah, we'll get after it. They got the. I mean, at that Circa, they got the studio set right there.
Yep, it's so perfect.
Nate knows the guy.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Can't wait.
we
to
talking
do it.
Vegas all of a
Oh
sudden?
yeah.
Nate's going there on Friday.
We're
Not
gonna.
this Friday, next Friday.
We're talking about getting our show set up out there during K-Fan. We're gonna compete 1-on-1.
Bring it.
What's K?
Bring it.
Howard Stern's producing. It's
Yeah.
gonna be great. Joe Rogan's on the back channels.
Oh yeah, we're gonna probably be about $800,000 deep in this company this year, but we're gonna have a great time. So if anybody wants to sponsor 99%ers, I mean we're going live and we're traveling all over the place.
99%. That's 99% of your budget, bro. Let's go into our freaking podcast.
Yeah, you talk about nonprofits. I mean, I'll be honest, 99% of this is going toward back to the show.
That's great.
Oh,
Well done. So should we let these guys go so they can do their own podcast? I feel like they're just gonna
Are we out?
take the shit over. Yeah, I think we're out.
All right. Well, hey, thanks for coming into our podcast, boys.
Thanks for taking over.
Exploit.
They're the Biebers of our
The
of our
Biebs.
ushers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Usher was pretty good though. So Beebs, good luck.
Yeah.
It's
Rock
gonna be
on.
fun. I guarantee it's gonna be fun. Once you get the third wheel in, it's gonna be fun. But he's got some legal corporate stuff. To
That's all
fix.
right. Once you guys get as big as the Bobby Finn Knows Everyone podcast, you can come back and pay us homage. Yeah.
I told him there's not much chance anybody's watching this tonight, so I don't want to be worried about your corporate status. I mean, maybe that's too soon. I don't know.
Too soon. Too soon.
You're
but, hey,
fantastic. Cheers, boys.
Hey, appreciate you guys. Good luck with your pod. Hey, just like we always say, be nice. Don't be a dick. We out.